Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Dallas from Real Life Warriors. Just wanted to let you know some things I was thinking about here in recent weeks. I've come across some old friends and made new connections. You know who you are, and I'm so thankful for you. But it really kind of reminded me of some things in my life. Back when I was in high school, I was 15. The beginnings of my mental problems and my mindsets going in the wrong directions. My dad died when I was 15. But this isn't so much about his death as much as it's two different things. Right before his death and the support I had after his death. Within recent years before my dad's death, he had been an alcoholic, he was racist, he was temperamental, but still a fun-loving guy in general, but we all know what alcohol does to us and how it can change us. One day, I spent most of my life, 5 or 6 years old, going to church up until about whenever he got saved, several years, 6, 7 years. So it's 11 or 12, 13. Prayed for him and I just asked for him to get saved. And then he did get saved, and eventually he quit drinking. And that was an amazing thing. And because of that, through which he had his demons, he decided to fight them head on, and he went to the Lighthouse Mission downtown Indianapolis, began serving there, and began a commitment of life to Christ at the Lighthouse Mission and missionary work. Eventually, as you see up here behind me, there is a wooden Bible right here. Inside that wooden Bible is a beautiful white Bible that my dad was able to win as an award for his service to the Indianapolis Lighthouse Mission and the Indiana Missionary Baptist of the Year. From an old military guy, old school, racist, alcoholic, to being a preacher downtown Indianapolis, to all walks of life, to everybody of every color and religion and sexual orientation. If you drank alcohol, he had a connection with you, and he learned that, and he taught me that, and here's how he did it. I was around 15, the summer before my dad died. He took me to Lighthouse Mission, and I've been there a couple times with him, but this particular time we were serving food. And there's hundreds of people in there, at least it seemed like it to me at the time. And as we're serving food, I see a guy work his way up to my dad and gradually and whispers in his ear. My dad says something to me, I didn't really hear him, and he took off. And as my dad's walking through the crowds of people, they're shaking his hand and hugging him and thanking him and just, talking to him. And it's all different kinds of people. And eventually this kinds of things spread out a little bit, and I can see him fade off into the far distance. He goes into the corner where an African-American man, probably the age of 60 or 65, was sitting in the corner with his head down. And I saw something I didn't know I'd ever see. My dad sat down next to him and put his arm around him. And he talked to him. And after a few minutes, the old man put his head in my dad's shoulder and started crying. It's real change, people. Real change. For being a racist to be a server of all men. That's real life warrior stuff right there. Thank you, Lighthouse Mission, for what you do. Thank you, people, for those who take the extra steps to go the extra mile and go out there amongst the people yourselves and serve and love, because you are the one who's going to make a difference. It doesn't matter where you're at now, because where you're at now is training for where you're going to be when you help other people. You will get through this. This is not over. You're not dead. We're not going to let you give up. You're a real life warrior. Hit me up. Subscribe. Talk to us. We can communicate. We can meet online. We meet in Indianapolis. Whatever we got to do, we can pray for you, but you're not through yet. You have a purpose. You got to find it. You got to fulfill it. There's a reason. Even if you put yourself in this position, there's a reason God allowed it. He knows you. He knows what you can go through and what you can make through. And if you don't believe, that's okay. I'll believe for you. I'll believe and keep believing. We at Real Life Warriors, that's what it's all about. We thank the police, we thank the military. They're real life warriors, but there's another real life. There's another world that we live in. Mental and social and spiritual worlds are all combining, colliding, and it causes chaos in our lives. But here, we have love. The foundation of Real Life Warriors is love. My dad taught me the love of Christ and how it can change the heart of a man. That's hope. God bless you. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on Twitter. Give me some comments. Talk to me. Give me some advice. Encourage me. I encourage you back. We'll talk, communicate. We meet at a restaurant on the southeast corner of Troy Avenue, Madison Avenue in Indianapolis every Tuesday around 1:30. God bless. Have a great day. Believe in yourself.